Nobody told me adulthood was going to be like dropping me off in the middle of a city with no map, $10, and a therapist on hold, and I'm supposed to survive and thrive off of that. Hell no! What is up, everyone? My name is Devontae Dawson, but you can call me Tay, and welcome to the first episode of TaéTalks, a podcast where we keep it real, raw, and relatable. For today's episode, we're talking about something that we rarely say out loud, and that is how adulthood is ghetto. Not no, let's go get drinks, let's have fun, let's go party type adulthood. Nah, I'm talking about that a real adulthood. Them bills, gas bill due, light bill due, car note due, insurance due, light bill due, baby shark due, every damn thing due. Yeah, every damn thing is freaking due with adulthood. So if you love the topic that I'm going to have for today, make sure you all subscribe to the Instagram page. Make sure you all follow the show. Make sure you all follow the show at TaéTalks.pod, and make sure you all follow my personal Instagram at Devontae Official. Now, let's talk about it. So to kick off this episode, I'm gonna talk about my very first, I'm grown moments. So I literally just moved recently. I want to say I moved a few months ago. I want to say maybe 6 months ago. I'm thinking 6 or 7 months ago. I honestly don't remember. But the point is, I moved and I'm actually now paying them big boy bills. When I say them big boy bills, I'm talking about paying that insurance, paying that light bill, paying that gas, that electricity, and of course the rent. And of course, food and groceries, all that stuff. So I ain't gonna lie. When I paid my first bill, I'm gonna say my very first big boy bill when I first moved, it was literally the bill of the electricity, the water, the gas, and I never expected the electricity bill to be how much it was. You know how you would expect that bill to be maybe a good 30, a good 40, a good 60. Nah, it ain't that. Even if you're not even home, it ain't that. That bill was a good 100 something dollars. And I'm like, why is it so high? Like, what is going on? Then, not to mention that gas bill, baby, that gas bill was literally knocking like that gas bill was saying, hello, 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 what you doing? And I was so honestly surprised. Because you would think the gas bill would be low too. That gas bill was a good 60 something dollars, a good 48 to 60 something dollars. I'm like, why is it so high? Then, not to mention, let me not forget, I said electricity. I think I said electricity. I said gas. Let's not forget water. Baby, you know how I love to be clean. I know we all like to rub a dub dub underneath them arms and them pits. Make sure we rub our face and clean our face and our hair, or lack of hair, because I ain't got no hair. But that bill was a good 60 to maybe $100 a month too. So I'm like, what is going on with these bills? They're just I never expected bills to stack up like that. You get what I'm saying? And let alone the rent is cute. The rent isn't bad, but you gotta make sure you got money flowing every single day. Money, 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 money. And I ain't gonna lie, there was times I was struggling. I literally had to use these little apps to sit there and make sure I got some money, some more money, my bad, out of them. And I can give y'all some game, or maybe not, but I don't know. Maybe I might give y'all some game. But the point is, I use these money cash advance apps like Earnin, Dave, Money Lion, just to name a few, to get some money, and it helps. But the problem is, I spend that money by paying my rent. I spend that money when I pay my electricity, my gas, my water, my internet. And that's another thing too. Internet is not cheap. Like, I have internet. I have it with Xfinity. I just signed up, I want to say 3 months ago. And why is my bill high as hell? Now, mind you, I do have, the big plan, but I don't know why my bill is so damn high. I just started my plan. So I'm like, bruh, y'all think I'm made out of money. And I'm not. I work, but I want to sit down too, enjoy my life in my home, or at least what I got in my home. I don't want to be working every 5 seconds. Like, my feet be hurting. Y'all don't understand. Like, wearing them shoes, wearing some non-slip shoes with no cushion is not comfortable. Like, it ain't comfy. I'm over it. I'm over it. So yeah, adulthood is trash when it comes to that. And I ain't gonna lie. I want a refund. I want my money back. I want to be a kid again, because paying bills, mm-mm. That's for the birds. That's for them adults. That's for them over there. That's for Dave, Johnny, Rebecca, Veronica, and Steven. That ain't for me. That ain't for Tay. That ain't for Devontae. That ain't for me. No. No, ma'am. I'm gonna be very honest. Even when it comes toward living on your own and being an adult and being grown, washing clothes is my humble moment. I ain't gonna lie. When I first started washing clothes, like in this new place, it was really a aha moment. You get what I'm saying? Like I used to wash clothes all the time anyway, where I was at my mom's house, and then when I was at college, I was washing clothes at my uncle's house. I was washing clothes at the laundromat. So when I started washing clothes here, it was literally like, oh, I used to wash clothes at the little laundromat or the downstairs laundromat and everything like that. Well, I'm gonna tell you something real quick. Downstairs laundromat got coin. You gotta use 25 cents. That's all you gotta use. 25 cents. It's not 25 cents. That's it. But it's like it's 25 cents you can only use. And I didn't have that many coins. I didn't have that many quarters, and I didn't have all that. I have my card. I got money on my card. My that debit or that credit. I got money on that, and y'all don't take that money. So I'm like, where can I wash clothes? So I had to go down to the laundromat down the street from my house. Like literally, I had to leave my house, pack my I say pack my groceries up, pack my laundry up, go down the street to the laundromat and wash my clothes. Let's be very clear. That was a beautiful moment because one, the laundromat was beautiful. It was very beautiful, and I was able to get a laundry card, a laundromat card, a laundromat card. I think that's what it's called. To wash my clothes and everything like that. And you can put money on that card with your debit card or cash or coins. Loved it, but I'm like, I can't wash my clothes in my building. I have to actually go down the street to go wash clothes. Y'all got to be kidding me. You do better. Do better, please. And then also let's also talk about this right here. When it comes towards washing clothes, dividing your clothes up. Now, back when I was with my mom, I washed clothes the same exact way I used to wash them when I was with my uncles or when I was at Towson, my old university, my old college I was at. And it wasn't an issue dividing your clothes. Here, I was like, how do I wash my clothes like colors, darks, lights, whites, comforters, all pillowcases, pillows. I'm like, I gotta divide everything up. And I'm gonna tell you something right now. Dividing them clothes up equals more money you're paying for to wash clothes. Y'all can't just throw all your clothes together in the washing machine with some Gain or some Tide or Tide Pods. I can't sit there and wash them like that. So I'm like, bruh, I'm not made out of money. Everything goes back to money. Everything goes back to how adulthood is all about money. It's money this, money that, this, that, this, that. I'm over it. I'm so over it. And let's not even forget grocery shopping. It's not hard. It's not hard. I'm gonna tell you this right now. It's not hard. I love me some grocery shopping. That's my favorite pastime is to go grocery shopping. I love that down. Issue is this. Paying for certain things, especially if it's good quality, is very interesting. I'm gonna say that. Prime example, I'm paying for some good eggs. And I'm saying some good eggs for a reason. Some good eggs, some good bread, and some water. I love me some Save a Lot. I've been to Save a Lot a few times and I love it down. But if I were to go to Giant or, Shoppers or try to get some other stores. But if I were to go to those uh grocery stores, I'm paying maybe like a good $40 for those three items. Rather at Save a Lot, I'm paying a good maybe 25, maybe $15 for all of that. So I want to do that. I like that option. Like it's still good quality, and I'm not breaking the. Uh oh, did it go out? I think it went out. I'm paying good quality. My bad. I'm looking at my computer because I'm just monitoring my computer and everything like that, and it just went out. But the point is, I'm paying good quality for that, and I'm not going to sit there and pay no quality for no stuff like that. I'm not doing that. So no. So I feel like really, even honestly, with all that, that's literally even one thing. But then let's also talk about this right here. Let's talk about how no one checks on you. Let me be very clear. No one checks on you. Your mental health is a lot. It's 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 a lot. All by yourself, it's a whole lot. And I be very in my head at times. I be crying in the shower. I ain't gonna lie. I be crying. I think I had my first mental breakdown recently. I want to say a few weeks ago. I cried. I cried. I was just so over it, because I feel like I'm always busting my ass and I'm just tired. You get tired, you just want to just not do nothing. That's how I feel. That's how I felt. That's how I feel currently. That's how I felt beforehand. I'm kind of done. So I've had the moments. I literally sat in the shower and I cried. I cried in the shower. I cried in my pillow. I cried on my way to work. I cried because it's like, is this really what I'm here for? Is just to pay bills and work and pay bills and work? Because that's what it feels like. And it's not much fun. It's like, this is not what I want to be, what I want to do. This is not it. Curse you, COVID 19. All right. So let's also get into this right here. So let's get into like the most like, let's talk about the ghetto side. Let's be very real. Adulthood is ghetto when it comes towards this. Budgeting money. Budgeting. You have to budget the very littlest thing. When I say the littlest thing, I'm talking about like maybe 5 cents or maybe $5. Every little bit counts. And I feel like with me, I had to budget everything. Like I have my book right here. Like this is like literally where I had to budget down. I got rent written down in here. I got the little late fee because I was a little late. I think I got my hours, how many hours I worked, my amount that I'm supposed to get paid allegedly. This is before taxes, I believe. Before taxes, after taxes, my Xfinity bill, my water bill, my gas bill, my electricity bill, all these bills, like I have it all written down in this book. The thing is here, I literally am going to walk away with maybe $200, $300 left. I mean, that's a blessing. But it's just so much like I have to budget every little thing. So I don't go over that or I don't go under that. You get what I'm saying? I'd rather go under it. I'd rather go under that amount than go above it. Because I don't like to sit there and spend too much money on things that are not necessary. You know? Like your necessities, of course, is water. Because I just bought me some water. I ain't gonna lie. I love getting me gallons of water. It might be like, oh, why are you getting a gallon of water? Why can't you get the Brita filter? I can get the Brita filter if I wanted to. I just choose not to. I just choose not to get the Brita filter. Cannot speak. I just choose not to get the Brita filter. I prefer to get a gallon of water because it don't go gone like that. I mean, it does disappear eventually, but I love what I love and I like what I like. But then when it comes towards even budgeting like transportation, I budget how much I'm spending on Metro. Baby, Metro's not free. Now here in the DC area, we be thinking it's free because it honestly is. We be jumping them gates. I don't blame y'all. I want to jump them gates too, but me and these legs, me and this knee, she's not how she used to be. She's not how she used to be. But yeah, I put a good amount. I put like maybe $20, $25 on transportation, and that's for the whole week. I found ways how to get to work, get back from work, to go back to the house without spending too much money per week. A haircut. As y'all know, I just cut my hair. I literally just cut my hair to get prepared for this and everything like that. I cut my own hair. I cut my own hair and everything, and I'm actually liking how it looks. Like, you like how it look? It look good. I like it. But that cut a good amount of money for me too. So it's like finding ways to go around spending too much money is it's ghetto in a way, it is, but at the same time it's like I have to do what I got to do to survive. I mean, you could be like, oh, just work another job or just get two jobs or get a third job or quit your main job or start a side hustle. Y'all understand all this stuff takes time, right? It's not like I can just quit my job to get a whole new job. That's not how that works. Like, if it worked like that, we all would not be struggling. Let's be clear. My entire existence would be minuscule right now. My entire issue that I'm having right now would be non existent if the world worked like that. Would love if the world worked like that, but unfortunately, it doesn't work like that. So yeah. Then also this right here, I think people don't understand having the pressure to have it all is another thing too. And this is the other thing I'm gonna say to everyone out here. I live in a two-bedroom apartment. Okay, this is not my own place. This is my roommate's place, of course. But I sit here and I don't have the need to sit there and have like the glamorous lifestyle. When I say the glamorous lifestyle, I'm talking about the Pinterest aesthetic, TikTok aesthetic lifestyle for the apartment. Like, you got the special mat, you got the beautiful couch, the big widescreen TV, the best game system or sound system, the big bed. When I say the big bed, I'm talking about the king, the California king, the queen, the pool, all that stuff. The beautiful bathrooms. You get what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to have all that beautiful stuff to have it all. You get what I'm saying? As long as I got a roof over my head, food on the table, and clothes on my back, and money in my account that I'm able to sit there and use, I'm good. But I feel that, and I feel like this is really, literally one of the downfalls about adulthood is that we look at everyone else and how they're managing their adulthood. Everyone is managing how they're living their life or upkeeping their life. When you got someone that got a brand new job or got a new old job but using that money wisely, they use that money to get, I don't know, a new car. I'm not getting no Ford Mustang 2024. I'm not getting no Dodge what's it called? Dodge Charger 2022. I'm gonna sit there and give me a nice good 2020 type Ford Escape, Ford Fusion. My dream car. I'm gonna tell you this right now. My dream car is a Ford Fusion. No, a Ford Escape. No, Ford Fusion. It's a Ford Fusion. That's my dream car. Like beautiful. And I want it to be blue. Either blue or red. I'm going for more red. Like I like that color. But the point is, like, we don't have to upkeep our life. We don't have to. My bad. We don't have to keep our life like the Joneses, living like the Joneses. We don't have to live like them. Like we don't have to be keeping up with the Kardashians, living like the Joneses with the brand new everything. You could sit there and have a simple one bedroom apartment with some wood flooring, a nice couch, a good TV, and that's it. You're good. You can sleep on an air mattress because that's what I sleep on now. I sleep on an air mattress. Of course, y'all gonna be like, "Why don't you get a bed? Get a bed? Get a bed? Get a bed? Get a bed?" I can get a bed. I just choose not to get a bed right now. It's not a need right now. I mean, I'm fine when I'm sleeping on. I'm able to get up, able to get to work, able to get back home, but I'm able to do what I want to do. That's all that matters. I'm able to do what I got to do. I'm good. I feel like people don't have to sit there and have it all just because of what you see on social media. Because what you see on social media isn't always the right thing. It's not always the best thing. It's not. Trust me, it's really not. It's not all that. And I know some of them are using Afterpay and Klarna. Ain't no problem with no Afterpay or Klarna. I use Afterpay and Klarna, and I love me some I said Apple. What was I saying? I meant to say Afterpay. I use some Afterpay and some Klarna. I love me those two. Love them down. So yeah, go ahead. People talk about how adulthood is basically grieving the version that you thought you would be like now. You thought you would be, I don't know, I guess some people say, oh, a billionaire. That's not realistic. Let's be clear. But you thought you would be maybe living in a whole new state, a good old house, a dog, a wife, a kids, good job. You thought you would have that right now, right? Mind you, I'm 23. I thought, I'm very real. I thought I was going to be graduating college, getting my degree. And of course, my degree at the time was supposed to be elementary education. Um, Start teaching children and everything like that. That was my dream. And I guess have my new place, my like new relationship. I thought that was gonna happen for me. It didn't happen like that. And I feel that what did happen instead was I left Towson. Mind you, that was the university I was at for I want to say 2 years. I was there. I was at Towson. During Thanksgiving break, I went back home because I could not afford to stay there. Financial aid wasn't enough, and it was just a lot going on. So I ended up going back home. Went back home, went back to working at the company I work at now, and I literally, honestly, from that day leaving Baltimore to come back down home to DC, I definitely felt like I failed. I'm not gonna lie, I felt like I failed myself because I could have done something better, or I could have done something. I feel like it's just certain things that were out of my control and I can't control it, and I just had to deal with it. I had to bite the bullet. I had to sit there and be like, I gotta go. I can't afford it. And I wasn't going to take a loan out. I know people were like, why didn't you take a loan? I kind of did take a loan, but I didn't. I'm paying back the loan now. But the loan was only in my account for maybe like, I don't know, maybe 4 months tops, 4 or 5 months. I felt that I failed. I did. I still feel like I still failed because it was like that was my dream school. When I graduated high school back in 2020, I was like, I'm going to Towson. I'm going to Towson. I'm going to Towson. I'm going to Towson because I wanted to be a teacher. That was really my dream. I wanted to be a male teacher in that field because growing up, I didn't really see that many black males in that field as an educator. And I wanted to get back to the community and help them kids, everything like that. But that's not what happened. I think now what happened is, of course, after I left house and came back home, went back to work, ever since then, I think I was trying to build my life back up. I was trying to chase for something. Of course, I always went back to school. Of course, I went back to school eventually. I enrolled at PG Community College. I enrolled there, and then I did a class there. I passed that, but I think I disenrolled or unenrolled after my term at that time ended. Moved back home with my mom and went back to. I think I was enrolled at Montgomery College. No, I wasn't. I wasn't. I ended up moving back with my mom. Still went to work, everything like that. Helped around the house. And I think at this time I was like maybe 22, 21, 22. I think it was 22. I think. Yeah, it was 22. I want to say now. I'm going to say now. I'm going to say like present day time. Now I'm back in school, of course. I re-enrolled at University of Maryland Global Campus and I changed my major around. Changed my major around and I'm now I'm going to say communications. I'm now a marketing major. I decided to go down that route just because I wanted to do something different. And I've been doing this type of content, this type of major for the longest, most of my life. I just didn't have a name for it. You get what I'm saying? I've always had a fonding for social media content, had a fonding for making digital products, had a fonding for even marketing all these things. And I'm a very sociable person. So it was just golden. It was golden. One or the other. So it's like, I feel like I'll be very clear. I'm gonna be very real. If I didn't even go through all that I went through, from when I left Towson, from when I couldn't afford going to the school, came back home, ended up working, living with my uncles at the time, then moving back home with my mom, and then now eventually moving on my own. If I didn't go through all those trials and tribulations, I wouldn't be the person I am right now. And it's a lot of other things that also happened within that timeline. I'm gonna get through into during the season. Y'all will get some content with that too. But if I didn't go through none of that, I wouldn't have been the person I am now. So, in a way, thank you for all those things happening. So, yeah. I feel like even with all that I went through, even with everything that I went through, it showed me the growth of who I am as a person. It showed me that I'm strong. It showed me that I can be the person I know I'm envisioning myself to being. Even if it does get struggling at times. I do struggle. As I'm never gonna tell you, oh, I don't struggle. Everything is all peachy keen. Nah, guys, I do struggle. I do have my struggle days. I'm a struggle case at times, but all of this stuff I've experienced has showed me that you can do it too. You can be strong and still go through everything. You can still manage on your feet. Trust me, I still have my family on my side. I had hope. I had love. I had myself. I had God. I had a lot of things. I'm not gonna lie, I had a lot of things, and I'm still here. So even though it is very struggling at times, it's ghetto as hell. Adulthood is ghetto. I'm not telling y'all it's not. It is very much ghetto. The lessons that come through the darkness is what you come out golden. Throughout all that darkness, the light is you. You're golden. At the end of the tunnel, you're golden. The light comes out. So I have nothing but like I'm happy I went through all that. So yeah. So y'all, let's talk about this season. Let's be very clear. This season of TaéTalks, it's actually gonna be a lot of things happening. So from, of course, me talking about me being black, me being gay, me being a young black man in America, of course, me sitting here going through this life journey, everything like that. Me sitting here talking about my struggles at work, my struggles being an adult, my struggles with confidence, my struggles with the dating community, my struggles with fitting in certain places or in certain spaces. Me even sitting here learning myself. This season is all about learning who you are. And I'm all about expressing who I am and everything like that in any shape, form, or size, even talking to you all about it. Because honestly, talking to you all is like talking to my best friend, and I love her down, love her and him down. So I just want to share that with you guys. I feel that also this season is also going to be in one word. We're going to just sum it up in one word. The one word I would describe season one as inspiring. I'm gonna say that it's very inspiring. It's very motivating. It's very unique. It's very you. It's very becoming. Becoming. There we go. Because I mean, I wish. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I wish someone did this for me when I was coming out of my 20s or coming in my 20s or even mid in or Try that again. I wish someone did this when I was within my 20s or in the middle parts of my 20s or towards the end of my 20s. I wish someone did this for me. And I'm doing this for you guys, just talking to you all. I'm talking to you all about what I have going on and what I've been through, and I'm just sharing this, y'all. Sharing this with you all. I want to talk to you all, being meaningful as possible. We're having a real conversation. If you guys felt this in your soul for today, make sure you all subscribe to the YouTube channel at TaéTalks Podcast, as well as make sure you all follow us on Instagram at TaéTalks.pod and my personal Instagram at Devontae Official. You guys, new episodes drop every week on Tuesday. Tuesday. Remember that. Second day of the week. Yeah, second day of the week. Every Tuesday. So, peace, love, and blessings. Love you all dearly. Mwah. D out.